Thor Love and Thunder was it was a movie. Entertaining, maybe, but the MCU formula is getting tired and overdone. It's getting old, guys. It fails to answer the so what question. Why should we care about this character or story? Well, because it's an MCU film, of course. Look, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say the only characters that had any appeal to begin with were Iron Man, Cap, and the original Avengers. Thor is an Avenger, but he's treated like a leftover scrap rather than the God of Thunder. Ragnarok was cool and hip and fun because it revitalized Thor after the hot trash that was the Dark World. But honestly, the franchise had nowhere to go but up from there. Thor lost his eye and Asgard was destroyed by the end. The film had some real stakes and those were the consequences. Infinity War shocked the world because the villain won, raising the stakes of the MCU to an all-time high. Everyone and their mom had blue balls for an entire year, counting down the days until the release of Endgame.
Hey Mom! We want it now!
Now, the MCU is largely inconsequential.
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
And the stakes have never been lower.
I'm a superhero.
And that hasn't changed with Thor Love and Thunder. Directed by Taika Waititi, who also did Thor Ragnarok, the film follows Thor, who needs to find himself yet again in his fourth movie. He's tired of fighting alongside the Guardians and saving the day, so he leaves them to revisit New Asgard, where he's met by Gorr the God Butcher, played by Christian Bale, and a mysterious new Thor. Jane Foster, his ex-girlfriend, is back and terminally ill with cancer.
Nice.
Thor and Jane, along with Valkyrie, King of Asgard, who pretty much does nothing in this film and gives up when it's convenient for her, as well as Korg, the Waititi self-insert, are tasked with thwarting Gorr in his plan to wipe out all the gods. So how exactly did Jane become the female Thor? Let's just say she conveniently figured out that Mjolnir might be able to help with the cancer, so she goes to New Asgard, Mjolnir reforges, and that's it. The thing is, she actually comes across as quite vain with the way she's introduced in this film, so despite her poor health, she never seems worthy of Mjolnir, but rather entitled. The whole thing feels very forced. And of course, with no training or experience, Jane is up to the same power level and skill as Thor within less than a fraction of the time.
It's just my first bad guy.
It's simply not earned, and is among the million other plot conveniences in this movie. The film makes Thor Ragnarok look like Schindler's List, and not in a good way. Taika cannot give the jokes or humor a rest, so the serious plot points and moments have no room to breathe.
And giant goats!
Oh, look at those! They are wonderful.
Yes, they are. They also scream quite a lot. That's really funny.
Too much of anything is not good, and this movie proves you can overdo it. The film practically begs you to laugh the whole time as it tears down and emasculates its lead.
Oh.
You flipped too hard, damn it!
Should we help him? And eventually, grape.
How are we ever supposed to take the plot seriously if its characters are just bumbling around in self-parody the whole time? Humor works in moderation, not in excess.
He thinks he's so funny.
It's not all bad though. The best part about this film is Christian Bale, who delivers a mesmerizing performance. He's Batman after all.
I'm Batman.
The film opens with Gorr and we're given his sympathetic backstory, but it's never treated with proper care or earnestness. His character had so much storytelling potential, but no surprise, being the most intriguing character, he was neutered and cast to the side.
Oh, good for you!
Not only that, but we never see Gorr the God Butcher actually kill any gods on screen.
Are you serious?
In Love and Thunder, the threat of Gorr is never felt, and as a result, the stakes of the film are never felt. Thor Love and Thunder is about as inconsequential as it gets, just like most of the other MCU films nowadays, and it's just filled with plot conveniences. The only part that's taken seriously in this film is the character of Gorr the God Butcher, but why should anyone care if he's undercut by humor? Jane's cancer is hardly treated with any urgency or respect. And another gripe I have is that New Asgard has an ice cream shop called Infinity Cones, named after the very device that wiped out half the universe.
What?
It just feels like Marvel has no idea what to do with these characters post-Endgame, so the safest thing to do is make movies with little to no stakes. What used to be 1 or 2 films a year is now 4 films a year. There are almost double the amount of Phase 4 projects than in Phase 1 and 2 combined. The truth is, it's time's up for Marvel Studios. They got away with the factory-made MCU film for a while, but people are starting to notice. This shit doesn't fly anymore when we have blockbuster films like Top Gun Maverick soaring at the box office, and Spider-Man No Way Home reminding us of what the MCU once was. I don't know. It seems like the perfect time for MCU fans to explore the truly great films out there like Everything Everywhere All at Once and RRR. With Thor Love and Thunder, there was a lot of potential to tackle some serious emotional material with Gore and Jane, but Taika Waititi does not know how to go one moment without a joke.
Have you guys heard this one?
Gore's compelling backstory was right there, but Taika had no idea what to do with it. When the film is constantly begging you to laugh at it, there's no way you can connect with its characters and recognize its stakes. As a result, they become non-existent. That's it from me. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you didn't like the video, thank you for watching. And yeah, feel free to comment and subscribe. This has been The Next Ned, signing off.